What's going on, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another little cheeky Manchester United news video for you. We're going to be covering all the latest evening's news and more revelations and goings on at this great football club. Thank you, everyone, for joining us at the start of this show. Fire up, Rajat Valencia, United Forever, I Will Follow You, Simon Almeida again, and everybody else, No Such Done. Thank you for getting in here. And if you're new to the channel, get yourself involved. Busy the Beast, it is football. Thank you, everyone, for joining and getting yourself in the chat. Do us a favour at the start of the show, smash the like button, give it a little thumbs up, share it around on social medias. That always helps us out. Nice one. And get involved in the chat as well, guys. We want to hear from you and your thoughts throughout. Can we just, for 1 second, though, can we just get some laughy face emojis in there for Arsene Hollands? Oh, that's a drubbing. It was a drubbing. I mean, we can't really laugh because we're still below them in the league, but Spurs, it's an absolute drubbing. So good to see something like that happen this evening anyway. Always nice to see Arsene Hollands get battered. Wait, that sounded a bit wrong, didn't it? But you know what I mean, though. It's good to see Arsenal get the beating they deserve. Rushmano says Arsene Hollands. Yeah. It is football. Says end of an era. Kingslayer's loving it. Jordan Griswold. Fozzie Ozzy. Thank you, everyone, for joining. So we are going to talk about all the latest transfer news, but I had to just get that off our chest to begin with, because Arsene Hollands have shat off the bed. Right, guys, so let's talk about Manchester United, though, because that's what we're doing here. We're going to discuss the latest sort of transfer news and any other dealings that are going on at the club today. Of course, the last we left at the video this afternoon was that Manchester United are in the position where we're discussing the possibility of bringing Frankie de Jong into the club. They're talking to Barcelona. They're talking with the agents of the player, and they're just trying to gauge the situation at this moment in time. Would the financial situation be good enough to convince Barcelona to sell him? As in, would Man United be prepared to pay the money that Barcelona would be prepared to take to sell him? And also, would Frankie de Jong want to come to Manchester United because of the fact we don't have Champions League football? These are all a couple of problems that we're going to have to obviously thrash out. But it seems like there's quite a strong link. There seems like there's a strong possibility that he will be sold in this summer transfer window. Whether or not it's to Manchester United, that is another concern. We heard from, Simon Stone earlier on, who said that there'll probably be a lot of other clubs who are interested in him also. So it does remain to be seen whether or not Frankie de Jong is super interested in joining Manchester United or not. But people will forget, of course, that we've got Erik ten Hag here, and he's got that working relationship with him. He knows Frankie de Jong, and that is a big, big plus point for Frankie, I'm sure. So if anybody's going to have a chance of getting him without Champions League football, it would be Manchester United. But we do have lots of updates in regards to the situation because, de Jong's obviously hot topic today. There's lots of information coming out from Spain that says that Barcelona need to get rid of Frankie de Jong by the June 1st deadline because of their financial situation at this moment in time. So they're looking to get somebody gone by June the 1st because of the financial situation they are in. Also, Manchester United desperate to sign these players. Laurie Whitwell from The Athletic said that what we can say with certainty is the United are definitely interested. I would keep an eye on it. It's a debatable one. There's conflicting reports over whether the player himself would be interested. So there you go. There is some debate about whether or not Frankie de Jong would actually want to come to Manchester and play for Manchester United. That is the biggest stumbling block really here, isn't it? It's like, yeah, okay, Barca might want to sell him, and we might want a really good midfielder, but he might not want to come to Manchester United if we don't have Champions League football, etc. So we have to figure these things out over the next coming days. But it's understood Ten Hag wants to bring this guy in. Obviously, Ten Hag loves this guy. He's got this relationship there. If it was up to him, I'm sure he wouldn't have sold him in the first place. It's just that's how it is over at a sort of, feeder club, so to speak, such as Ajax. No disrespect to them, but the ceiling in the Eredivisie is just a little bit lower. So it looks like, it's still possible. It looks like there's good information coming out that it's moving in the right direction in regards to the likeliness of it, simply because also Lewandowski, it looks like he's going to be could be a big target for Barcelona this summer. We've got lots of news coming out in regards to that. So update from Fabrizio Romano earlier on just says Robert Lewandowski knows that Barcelona are prepared to offer him a 3-year deal. Barca won't give up on this negotiation. It's still a long one. And also reports in Germany from Bild and various different outlets reporting that Lewandowski, decision has been made and he will not be renewing his contract at all at Bayern Munich. which just goes to add fuel to the fire that Barcelona are looking to sort of reshape the squad. They're looking to try and bring in, obviously, Robert Lewandowski to get them some goals, and maybe Dion would be one of those players that is sort of surplus to requirements that they can generate the cash from. So because of some of the other transfer business that they're looking at doing, that might have a knock-on effect with United in it. Of course, if they do need to bring in somebody of that caliber who's on big wages. So it's kind of like the merry-go-round, isn't it? It's like if they really want to get something like that in and their financial situation is not great because of debts and other problems they've got, then it kind of makes sense to sell a player that you can get 60 million for and then sign this guy who's still going to be a fantastic player for you for a couple of seasons. And maybe bank a little bit of the cash as well, or at least fund trying to pay the wages for somebody like Robert Lewandowski as well. So you have to wait and see what goes on with Barca and Lua, but it does seem like Lewandowski is keen on the idea. So reports suggest that Lewandowski's dream is to join Barcelona, and that talks are currently ongoing at this moment in time between his camp and Barcelona, and that the situation is currently being sort of discussed and thrashed out, and they're just trying to figure out whether or not that's possible and feasible for them to do. So Barca at this moment in time looking likely that they want to sign Robert Lewandowski. This could open the door for Manchester United to go and sign Frankie de Jong from them if they want to sell us this guy to try and recoup some of that cash. Hopefully that's the case. It really does. It doesn't guarantee that will happen. But I think that really, if what we're hearing is true about Barcelona's financial situation not being very good, and I don't understand how they can sign big star worldy players like Robert Lewandowski and just keep hold of all of their playing stars. So Xavi's understood to have sort of endorsed the move as well. I mean, take this with a pinch of salt, but reports from Spain suggest that Xavi has given the green light for Frankie de Jong to join Manchester United. So, obviously it was still down to his say whether or not he's desperate to keep on with this guy or not. But if he wants to strengthen other areas of the team, he's going to have to let this guy go. And it seems like they've, he's given his nod on that one. So, look, guys, I mean, there's a lot left in this one. Manchester United have to push for it. Erik ten Hag is pushing for it. He wants to make Frankie de Jong his first signing by all accounts, and he would go a long way to persuading him to come and join for Manchester United as well. If you think about what he can bring, why he will be able to maybe convince him to come and play for him at Manchester United, that's more likely that he'll be able to do it than anybody else. So yeah, it may fall down on the fact we don't have Champions League football this season, but Ten Hag's here, Ten Hag will be here, Ten Hag will have that conversation, I'm sure, and we'll try and obviously do some convincing. That's what we need. We need Ten Hag to go all out and try and convince this guy to come to the club. And 91 legends in it right now, guys. Do us a favor, give us a cheeky little Bacon Brigade like spike. Let's see if we can get 91 likes on the stream as well. Do give us a boost up there on the YouTube algorithm. It takes just a second. Drop a cheeky little like on it and have your say as well. Let's dip in the live chat for a second very quickly before we cover the rest of the topics. Why would De Jong want to go to Man United, says Reece Brown? Well, because he's not happy at Barcelona. He's jaded at Barcelona. This is not a fantastic Barcelona side at this particular moment. They are obviously a great club, and I'm sure it won't take them long to get back. But also, if he's essentially, not setting the world alight there, or not part of Xavi's plans necessarily to the point where he wants to be. We saw him get subbed off the other day and throw a bit of a paddy. These are maybe it's not 100% all rosy there. These are the reports that are coming out of Spain that he's not very happy at Barcelona at this moment in time. Previously, of previous seasons, he's been happy as a pig in shite. Obviously, he said that he never wants to leave Barca. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But these are all just different conflicting reports that come out, and really we're just trying to get through the bullshit and hopefully find out what is actually legitimate. And hopefully this guy could be somebody that Man United could target. People say, oh, you won't want to go to United because we don't have Champions League football. What a load of absolute bullshit that is. It's an absolutely ridiculously huge football club. We can pay great money. It's only realistically going to be a year or maybe two maximum, I suppose. Probably not even two, that we will be out of top European football. We're still in some European football. Okay, it's not the Premier competition. We need to get back in the top four Champions League football. But it's fucking Manchester United, for peace sake. Come on. I mean, okay, some people say you're wearing rose-coloured glasses because you're a United fan. That's not true. We signed Zlatan Ibrahimovic when we didn't have European Champions League football. We signed Falcao. We signed various players. It's really simple. United is a huge club. And with Ten Hag here as well, it's only more likely that somebody like that could be convinced to come, even if we don't have Champions League football. So I think he could. I think he would be up for coming personally. I mean, let's have a vote in the live chat. Do you think Frankie de Jong would come without Champions League football, guys? Yes or no? You know, it's not like Barcelona are absolutely mesmerising at the moment. He's had his Barca time there. It's been a little bit lacklustre. Maybe it's not quite got into top gear. And it would be nice if he moved somewhere else and revitalised himself. Thank you, Rushmano says, subscribe to the channel. Yes, please do get yourself subscribed by smashing that subscribe button also. Gangshi, what's going on, mate? Rajat Stewart says, do a poll. Well, we're just asking the live chat. That's our poll here. Lily, I'm not too sure if I am actually at the moment. I might do. Johnny says, what, but not really fussed if we get him or not, says Johnny. Yes, says Vincent Bullock. How you doing there, Vincent, lad? He says, yes, that's good. Well, I mean, hopefully it happens, guys. Hopefully he'll be up for it. I don't see why not. Man United's a huge football club, and Erik ten Hag's here, and he's going to be pushing to try and sign him. So it does make a little bit of sense, doesn't it? Let's just get on to this next little bit of information we've got come through this evening as well, guys, which is seems quite large information, if you ask me. So this is coming out from the Telegraph, various different reports. This is from about half an hour ago, that Steve Mclaren is definitely joining Manchester United coaching staff. Erik ten Hag made it clear that he wanted him, so it would be a major shock and a bad sign if it didn't happen. And we obviously understand that Steve Mclaren had some sort of say in a meeting earlier on as well, or had some sort of say in setting up this meeting, organising this meeting, and was maybe even at the meeting as well. So Steve Mclaren, guys, what do you all think about Stevie McLaren? I mean, look, the Wally with a brolly coming to United. You what? Oh, no, you know what? I'm just joking. I'm joking. As a first team coach, as a proper head coach, as a manager, no, I wouldn't want him anywhere near Manchester United. But as a assistant, we know that he's got previous to do that to a very successful standard for United and other places. And, in my opinion, he would be a very, very decent man to have on board. He knows a lot about, English football. He knows a lot about Dutch football. He's got understand that working relationship from FC 20 days. So, in my opinion, Steve Mclaren, as long as it's not being the fucking manager, then I'd say it's a pretty good move, guys, to get somebody in who's got a wealth of football knowledge. He's a good coach. He's somebody that is definitely a good link, to English football for him to have and have in his council. So, in my opinion, I think it would actually be a good move, guys, to bring Steve Mclaren in. And reports are that is what is happening. So, hey, Solo, what's going on there, bro? How you doing, man? Great to see you in it. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening there, David MacArthur as well. He can speak in a Dutch accent, says fire up. That's right, yes. Yes, my name is Steve Mclaren, and I am delighted to be announced as the new first-team coach for United. That was quite funny how he used to just... that was shocking when he was 20 manager. Joey Barton did it when he was over in France as well, didn't he? Shocking. Okay, anyway. Mark Harris, thank you for your super chat there, boss. He says, Arteta Unigate settings. Nice shirt, Governor. Get in. Oh, thank you very much, bro. Thank you very much, Marky Harris now. Yes, mate. Thank you, Mark. How are you today, mate? Let's get a through in the live chat there for Mark Harris. What a legend. Arteta has shut the bed like the dependable milkman Unigate guy that he is, hasn't he? He has bottled it, my son. And good to see. But then again, look, they're still in fourth place. Let's have a look at the league table now as things stand. They got battered 3-0 by Tottenham tonight. An absolute drubbing, and it does blow the top four wide open. Obviously, if they'd have got a result tonight and won, they would be sitting pretty for that top four spot. Now it's all wide open again for Arsenal and Tottenham. They're fighting out for that final spot. 2 games to go. Will Arsenal shit the bed? There's a strong possibility of that. Will Spurs shit the bed? There's a strong possibility of that. Let me just ask the chat though, who do you think is going to get top 4 now? Do you think it will be Arsenal or do you think it will be Spurs? Let's go Spurs. Let's go Spurs. I'm going Spurs because Arsenal are just slightly bigger bottle jobs, I reckon. So I'll go with... let's just have a look at the last 2 fixtures that Arsenal Hollands have got. So the last 2 fixtures are Newcastle away. Ooh, that's a tough game. Ooh, tough game. Eddie Howe's Newcastle doing well since he's come in. Ooh, that's a tough game. And then they've got Arsenal last day of the season, right? Is that right? Yeah. Sorry, Arsenal got Everton, I mean. Everton, right? I think that's right, guys. And then Tottenham, we'll have a look at their run-in. They've got Burnley at home. Ooh, that's a nice one. Although Burnley are actually still fighting for relegation, so maybe not the best one to have right now. and Norwich, who are already down. So that's almost a guaranteed 3 points, if you ask me. So I would definitely go with Spurs to get top 4 based on these results that I'm seeing. What's this, man? What have you sent me, Matt Rush? Is this true? Oh, dear. Is that what I mean? Is this real? I don't know. I don't know if I should show this, but... Okay, apparently Matt Rush has just sent me a photo, which I'm going to share with you guys, and which is taken this evening. Hold on, surely this isn't right, guys. Surely that isn't a legit photo, is it, guys? Is he crying? Is he fucking crying, mate? I don't know. I'm just saying, like, oh dear, fair enough. Anyway, that doesn't look too happy in that photo, does he, to be fair, guys? Doesn't look too happy in that photo there. But anyway, so Mikel Arteta shot at the bed again. I'm going to have to get that away from me, actually. It's freaking me out. He's looking at me. He's looking at me. Okay, right. Okay, hold on. Let me get back on track here. So Lewandowski's dream is to join Barcelona. Barcelona will be looking at trying to explore the option of bringing this guy in. They may have to sell a player such as Dion in order to try and strengthen other areas of the squad in this summer window. So we'll have to just hope that maybe does happen, so that they do want to sell Dion to us, and maybe Dion would be open to leaving. But we'll have to wait and find out more about, you know, the situation with the player, because if it's down to the player, obviously, which it is, if he wants to move or not. So we have to wait and see what his decision is, if he would be open to joining Manchester United without Champions League football. Seems like that would be a stumbling block, as lots of people are reporting that he demands Champions League football. So the meeting that they had today, though, guys, Manchester United obviously did have a meeting with Ten Hag today. Murtaugh went over to Amsterdam. They had a meeting at 4:20 in a coffee shop, listening to some Bob Marley, and they flashed things out, and you know, talking about things like strategy, transfer strategy, potential signings, potential players, coaching staff. And they got some more information sorted out there as well with Mitchell van der Gaag as well. He's reached a full agreement to join Manchester United coaching staff with Erik ten Hag. It's just a matter of time to finalise the contract. Steve Mclaren has also chances to join Ten Hag staff in the coming weeks. So this is an update from Fab earlier on as well. So, you know, positive steps in the right direction, guys. The staff is taking place behind the scenes. The club, the hierarchy, the coaches are all being shaped now. It looks like we're going to have Steve McClaren coming in. Looks like we're going to have Mitchell van der Gaag coming in, along with Erik ten Hag. So you got Ten Hag and van der Gaag with Stevie McClaren, the Wally Winner Brolly, backing them up, it seems. Could that be the sort of the people we need to have success back at the club? Man City alive, absolutely, Mark Coffin, definitely. Right, let's get into the rest of the news then, folks. So, Laurie Whitwell on De Jong. Oh, I've already read that, haven't I? But it does seem that United are very interested. Depends on whether or not, you know, he wants to come because of Champions League football. Fabrizio Romano reports Mitchell van der Gaag's reached a full agreement, so that's great news that we're going to be seeing him coming in. And they sort of look like brothers, guys. I don't know if you've seen a picture of Mitchell van der Gaag and next to Erik ten Hag, but they sort of look like they're looking in a mirror. It's kind of weird. But there you go. I thought we had twins when I first saw the picture, but anyway, okay, so one of the reasons why Lewandowski is attracted to Barcelona is because he had played in the Spanish league and would have already won a Ballon d'Or by now, is what people close to him are suggesting, because obviously him playing in the German league, difficult for him, it seems, anyway, even though he's deserved it. I definitely think Robert Lewandowski should have got a Ballon d'Or by now. If not last year's one, which I think he should have got last year's one, then the year before, where they didn't have a Ballon d'Or, you know, because of the COVID and everything. But they should have definitely smash a one if you agree with that. Let me know if you think Lewandowski should have won a Ballon d'Or by now. I think he should have done. I mean, he had a ridiculous season last season. Ibra Ghani with that one. Hey, good evening there, Night Whisper. What's going on, mate? How you doing? Okay, so yeah, so let's just cover the rest of the news, guys. So Steve McClaren took part in the planning a meeting held by Erik ten Hag and John Murtaugh earlier today. Mitchell van der Gaag also took part in discussions as potential incomings and outgoings were discussed, also reported by The Athletic. So, yeah, that's positive stuff, guys. All the right wheels are starting to go in motion now. We need to sign players, get Erik ten Hag's first signing in. Hopefully we'll be very, very close to the start of when the window opens. Should be even announced beforehand, if you ask me. Let's get some business done early so we can actually have a decent season. But Ten Hag's pushing for De Jong. He would have to persuade De Jong of the merits of joining United, given the midfielder regards competing in the Champions League as a priority, from Fabrizio Romano. Also, Xavi is understood to have endorsed the sale of De Jong from Barcelona to Manchester United. Take that with a pinch of salt, but reports coming from Spain saying that Xavi has okayed the deal. That would obviously be good news. It would just leave us free to go and explore the option of getting him in. We got some quotes from Erik ten Hag from joining Manchester United, guys. He was asked about it today. Some quotes, some direct quotes from Erik ten Hag have now been released of him discussing joining Manchester United, and he said. He said, the history is impressive, but I've also researched the present, future, and the possibilities. Those exist financially as well. If you then get a good feeling about the people that are there, then all the factors in play to take this step. It's a club with the allure in international football. Everyone knows their history, of course, Sir Alex, but further back in time as well, they're a great team in the late 50s that suddenly disappeared after a plane crash. I know United went for a very precise procedure. They've done scouting, analysis, data, interviews with people who'd worked with me. Then we held multiple interviews. They didn't rush into things, and neither did I. So just speaking about the recruitment process and, how he's sort of made up his mind to join Manchester United. And he said, despite it being a beautiful club, I would never just start. I wanted to create good working conditions first. So every detail had to be taken care of. So, I like what I'm hearing here in terms of, like, he's obviously got an idea of what he wants. He needs certain freedoms, certain assurances, certain ambitions and backing met by the board. He wants to have the tools to do the job properly. So sounds like he's been given those assurances by the board, which is why he's taken the job. Judging by what he's saying there, he said he would never just start a job just because it's of the beautiful club. It needs to be a great working environment for him. Everything has to be just right in terms of every detail, taking care of things like getting the right staff, being allowed to sign the right players, having the right transfer budgets, these sort of things. So Erik ten Hag, good news there. Speaking about Manchester United and his imminent arrival. Right, okay, guys. Right, just want to talk about this, guys. The GOAT, Cristiano Ronaldo. Excuse me, but Cristiano Ronaldo winning Player of the Month awards at 37 years of age? You what? Can we get a cheeky little soo in the live chat and a GOAT emoji? Because this guy's just absolutely incredible, isn't he? He's absolutely incredible. I can't quite believe how he's still this good. But he is, and this is what he had to say for himself. He tweeted out, and he said, my second Premier League Player of the Month award, the 6th in my career. I'm as happy to win today as I was in my early days. The hunger for victory and achievements never fades away. Thanks to everyone that made this possible. So Cristiano Ronaldo, look at those beautiful words, man. The hunger for victory and achievements never fades away. He's happy to win this one as he was, in his first days, in his early days. So fantastic words from Cristiano Ronaldo, an absolute legend, winning Player of the Month award in the toughest league in the world at 37 years of age. The guy's just simply the GOAT. Thank you, Rushy. Thank you, everyone. A cheeky little soo. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Hey, Rushy says we got 90 likes. Nice. We're nearly at 100 likes, guys. Let's have a little cheeky Baker Brigade. Like spike and get to 100. But Cristiano Ronaldo, though, he is quite incredible. And obviously, there's one player that we do need to bring in terms of a forward signing. But I think one of the biggest things we can do is keep hold of Cristiano. It doesn't look like he's going anywhere at this moment in time. He seems committed to Manchester United, but he himself is somebody that, well, I would imagine demands Champions League football. If you hear what he said in his interview for Sky Sports a few months back when he said he didn't come here for fifth or sixth, he is not coming here to just make up the numbers in the league. He wants to win titles, win trophies, and I would have thought he would want to add to his Champions League legacy also of scoring the all-time most goals in the competition and 5 titles, etc. So from that point of view, I wouldn't rule out Cristiano Ronaldo leaving, but I do think he's going to stay. Because, he loves the club and he wants to be part of the rebuild, but it's not the perfect scenario for him. He'd love to be banging the goals in the Champions League and, so he won't be 100% happy about it, put it that way. Hey, Jay Gill, thank you very much for your super chat, bro. He says, you playing FIFA today, bro? Not sure yet, actually, Jay Gill. I might do. Thank you very much for your super chat there, you Don. Can we get a soo in the chat there for Jay? Thank you very much, Jay. Footboy Brownie, what's going on, man? He said, hey, Pig, what about Ousmane Dembele rejecting the last offer of a contract from Barca last night and a free agent in June? You heard it from me here first. Yeah, fair play. I actually discussed it on the channel yesterday, Brownie. just briefly. But yeah, so in my opinion, no, I wouldn't want him, to be honest with you, Brad. I know he's only 24. I know he's a very good player, but he's on big money. He's a bit injury prone. We don't really need to spunk a big load of our money on the winger position, I don't think, either, because we got Diallo coming in. We got Sancho. Like, Sancho's supposed to be our main guy there. We still got Rashford and Alanga over on that other side as well. Martial, will he be sold? You know, we still got a lot of players there, right? So I think we need to bring one winger in, but not an expensive winger, and not somebody who's going to demand 250 grand a week or whatnot. I think we need to go for somebody who's more in the different part of their career where they're trying to sort of make a name for themselves. Somebody like maybe Anthony. He's still going to cost a decent bit of cash, but just maybe more of a smarter signing for Ten Hag with that relationship there as well. And also the amount of money that you'd have to pay him weekly would be so much less than Ousmane Dembele. But I'll ask the live chat. Let us know what you guys think. Would you take Ousmane Dembele at Manchester United? Yes or no? Let me know. Rashford to be shown the door? Possibly, Football Brownie. I mean, this is it. He's going to have that conversation with Erik Ten Hag. They're going to have to decide what his future is. Is he going to get the game time and assurances from Ten Hag? Because it's a World Cup year as well. He's surely going to want to play for England in the World Cup if he can. And he's going to have to play between now and the World Cup, or between the start of the season and the World Cup, if he's going to get back into that setup, because he's sure as hell not really in the conversation now for Southgate's England setup. If he's not going to be given those assurances, maybe he would look to move. If there was a big money offer that came in from another club in the summer, I could see United's arm being twisted a little bit if it was the right offer. If somebody's putting 70 or 80 million down, and Ten Hag's looking at the deal, and the recruitment team looking at the deal, and they're saying, you know what, we can actually get this guy. He's on 200 grand a week, and we can get 80 million, get him off the books, and we can go and sign whoever we want in this position and that position. I could see a world where it could happen, where he could go this summer. But again, I don't think he will go. I think Manchester United would be quite desperate to keep hold of him and try and revitalise him, because he's Manc born and bred, homegrown player. He was on a really, really good course for turning into and developing into a fantastic player, which is completely derailed over the last season. But before that, he was developing absolutely spot on. We've gone through his stats on the show loads of times about the last season's stats, getting loads of goals and assists. The season before, doing very well in terms of his Premier League input and his progression. It's just shut the bed this season, but it's almost the same for almost all the team. Like, all of the team have dropped off compared to last season. Luke Shaw was Shawberto Carlos. Bruno Fernandes was the Magnifico. And now they're absolute melters. So I just hope that Ten Hag, with a new style, new philosophy, new tactics, put an arm around him, bring him back, and try and get him to be that player that he was, and try and get him back on the right track. If we can't do that, if he fails with him, if you see more of the same Marcus Rashford that you've seen this season, next season, then it's time to go for Marcus Rashford, sadly. But I still think he needs to be given a chance, and if he's not performing under Ten Hag, then fair enough, it's time to go. Who got man of the match? Can't be asked. Googling, says casual numbers. Probably Son, wasn't it? I don't know. I didn't actually see it myself. I just seen the results and everything, but I didn't actually watch it at the end. I had a little nap. but Son probably. Son's blatantly their best player, isn't he? I don't know. He's the player that we should try and sign, really, if we're talking about maybe doing a swap deal for Rashi. Kane got it, did he? Fair play. He would have been my second guess. but it does make sense to try and get Son. Son's like one of the best players in the Premier League. Why would he be happy playing for Spurs if they don't have Champions League football, not going for anything ever? United probably can't get him either for those reasons, though. But Son seems genuinely loyal to Spurs, and I don't know why. It's a shit club, man. I mean, they fucking can't even barely get in the Champions League. They can't win any trophies. If he's not careful, he's going to have spent his whole career at Spurs just been an absolute bang average melt, barely winning anything. It's a real shame for a player of Son's quality. He's too good. He's got to go to one of the big clubs in European football, in my opinion, in this transfer window. I don't think he will, because he seems super loyal to them, but I think he should. There you go, Erdem. He says, it's just Son. He's a loyal person. I get that, and that's huge, especially in this modern game. But he's only doing his own career a bit of a disservice, if you ask me. He could win some titles. Fair play, though, Robin. He says, Son is modest, probably his upbringing. Hey, fair play. Son must be getting bonuses under the table directly from Levy, says Denzel Washington. How are you doing there, Denzel? Son just signed a new deal. That's right, Rushy. Yeah, not long ago. So it's in just at the start of the season, just this season. Yeah. Son Heung-min should go to Barca. It must be the pies at Spurs or something, Chris Coo. He does seem to genuinely love Spurs. Well, we haven't won anything this season other than the under-18s Youth FA Cup final. Never forget, Night Whisper lad. But we haven't won anything this season, mate. But Spurs, come on. Don't even compare us to Spurs. What was Spurs' last trophy? 2008 Mickey Mouse Cup? I mean, come on, don't make me laugh. They haven't got anywhere near the history or the traditions or even the potential of being one of those stalwart clubs, I don't think. They just can't seem to break in and challenge for the title ever, even in their best spells. Under Harry Redknapp, they couldn't do it. Under Pochettino, they couldn't do it. Okay, he did it. He did cement them as a top 4 team for a little while, but that's about as good as it gets for Tottenham. So Son is limited by staying there. Hey, Haroli, what's going on, mate? He says, come on, you Spurs. Get in there, Haroli, mate. Good to see you smacking up Arsenal anyway. The Audi Cup. That's it. Perennial Audi Cup winners. Hey, thank you, Mohammed Don Sharif says, loving the show from Sierra Leone. Thank you so much for watching from Sierra Leone, legend. Adama Traore is up for grabs. Barca are not taking the option to buy, and he's got 6 months contract left. Wow, that's an interesting one. Big Adama is an absolute menace down the wing in the Premier League, my son. Just as an impact super substitutione would not be bad at all. Right, okay, so FIFA All We Riots is sub 2. Okay, so let's get on and discuss the rest of this news that I've got here, guys. Thank you, everyone who's in there. 166 legends. Drop a like, drop a subscribe, have your say in the chat. But Ten Hag's been speaking very favourably about Manchester United at this moment. Robert Lewandowski is prepared. Manchester United getting to Jong might be hinged on this. Robert Lewandowski knows that Barcelona are prepared to offer him a 3-year deal. Barcelona won't give up on the negotiations. It's still a long one, says Fabrizio. So, yeah, could have ramifications. Hey, Mamasini, thank you very much for your super chat there, Mamasini. Get in, says, get rid of Rashford, Shaw, Pogba, Wan-Bissaka, Greenwood, Maguire, Martial, and Lingard. Up players. What's that? Up players from the base, but get thirsty guys in the team. GGMU, love. Hey, thank you, Mamasini. Great shout. Yeah, I respect that. I think we do need to get most of these guys out there. I wouldn't necessarily agree with all of them. Certainly, I think, Rashford is a debatable one at this stage. I think he deserves to be given a little bit of a chance under Ten Hag just to see if we can bring him back. If we can't bring him back, then it'll be time to move him on. I thank you, the sports betting says, get the fudge in FPU, 57k. Thank you very much for hitting that subscribe button, mate, recently. And also, yeah, 57k is brilliant. Mamasini, thank you so much. I agree with what you're saying. We need to bring a few youngsters through as well. Sign the right sign and ship off all of these gash players that are at the club at the moment. Like you said, most of them I agree with. Maguire, Martial. In fact, I agree with your whole list, apart from perhaps Luke Shaw and maybe Rashford. And I don't think Shaw's good enough, but we're not going to buy 4 new fullbacks, are we? So, if we're going to get rid of Telles or get rid of Dallo or Wan-Bissaka, like we might sign 1 or 2 wing-backs, maybe 1. But we can't sell him all. So I would keep Luke Shaw only because I think he's better all-round than Telles. Whereas Telles, I think, is great going forward, great set pieces, great skills with it when it comes to like shooting and crossing. But I do think that Luke Shaw's just better defensively, which isn't saying much really because I don't think Luke Shaw's been that great for us defensively this season either. He's been terrible. But that's how it goes. Last season he was very good for us. Okay, so yeah, Florian Plettenberg giving an update on Lewandowski, says that it's correct. He definitely will not extend his contract beyond 2023. And according to Bild, he's informed the bosses last week personally he wants to seek a new challenge. His departure this summer is not excluded anymore. So looks like Lewandowski is going from Bayern Munich this summer. Very interesting stuff, guys. Very interesting stuff. Just a couple of other little bits of information I've got before I get into the live chat. So Barcelona, this is a source that says that Barcelona are willing to sell Frankie Dion for around £68 million, which might be a little bit too high for us. But again, it's quite realistic, quite the going rate for this sort of player. Hey there, 0793, how are you going on? Wiggy says, I can't believe people are giving up on Rashford so quickly. Me neither, mate. What's that all about? Okay, he has had a bad season, I agree. Now, to be fair, though, think about some of his performances this season. I mean, I can't barely think of any redeeming ones. He's had a couple where he came off the bench. But, like, most of the time, he's looked like his head's gone, man. He's running into corners. He's running into tight spaces that aren't there. He's giving the ball away. He seems like he does have his mind on something else. Very bizarre, isn't it? Very bizarre indeed. Maybe it's the injury. He had that injury, had that surgery. Since he had that surgery, maybe since he's come back from that, he's not quite been the same player he was before. Maybe. But it's not really an excuse. He's had plenty of time to rehabilitate and come back, and it's only just like some back crack thing, wasn't it? Back sack and crack thing. No, I don't know what it was, but a crack in the back. I can't remember what it was now. But it's hopefully he needs to. Hopefully he just that's it. Ten Hag just needs to revitalise him, put an arm around him, give him a cuddle, and say, "Look, Rashford, what the fuck's been going on, lad? I've seen you. Remember that game against PSG, son? Remember that game against Chelsea, son? Remember that free kick? We need to go and spend some time like on a carpet, on a magic carpet in the Tibetan hills or something, doing some sort of and praying for Rashford is what has to happen. He needs to go and find himself because something's not quite right in the mental department there. It seems like he's hit a wall. His sort of head's gone in regards to being able to do the business for United on the pitch. I don't know if he's feeling the pressure. Don't know what it is, but he's not the same player he was last season or the season before. Rashford wants to be a politician, says Fire Up. Maybe that's it. Maybe he's just got one eye out of the game now. Maybe he's got other off-the-field, interests which are maybe distracting him. I personally can't see how that would happen. It's like there's lots of philanthropist people out there. They still get on and do their fucking job. You know what I mean? There's lots of people that help people. There's lots of people that have, political agendas, but they still get on and do their job. So Rashford's just got to get back to the job of being a good footballer. Well, you're right, Denzel. He says Rashford is a victim of his own success, to be honest. Been scoring for fun against the likes of City since a teenager. I reckon he's going through something off the pitch. Possibly, Denzel. Possibly. I think we do need to support Rashford at this moment and not just throw him away because he has been a good player for us for a number of seasons. He is Manc born and bred. He is homegrown. He is all the boxes are ticked there, really. It's just the fact that this season he's been terrible and he can't get away from it. But if he goes and gets himself back to the player he was before, we've got ourselves a great player. So it's on Ten Hag to do that. Up the Ten Hag. Hopefully he could do that. Mamacini says, Rashford plays left wing. Ronnie came, showed the bloke what one looks like, and he got depressed, says Mamacini. Assassin Mike says, United use Man United transfer news live. Interest in 34 Tchouaméni Goretzka boost. Probably will not sign new deal. Hey, I do the news on here, Assassin Mike, not you, son. What's this fucking bullshit Goretzka nonsense you're talking about? Anyway, Footboy Brownie says, since Rashford got his MBE, his attention isn't on the pitch. Cash on him, otherwise another Danny Welbeck. Maybe. I don't think so, Percy, though. I think we should... I know what you're saying. Like, he's got the potential to be another Welbeck, but we shouldn't just discard him right now. Like, let's give Ten Hag a try, and then we can always sell him in January. If he doesn't have a good time of it for the start of the season or even later into the campaign, you can sell him in January or the summer. Yeah, you're not going to generate as much cash if he's been absolutely shitting the bed in that time. But I think he needs a chance, guys. I think he needs a chance. Right, let's have a vote in the iChat. Keep or sell Rashford? Chris says, totally agree. Rashford's the victim of his own gashness, says the cake in air. Trust you to bring it down to that level, my son. Legend. Maybe, I don't know, Sosa. Did Rashford break up with his missus recently? Did he really? Oh, boo-hoo. No, I'm just joking, guys. I'm just joking, guys. Man, how many of you guys have fucking broke up with your missus in the past? You're heartbroken, whatever it is. Still got to get up and go to work in the morning, though, don't you? Still got to do your job, otherwise you're going to get sacked. These guys don't know the meaning of having to do a job, otherwise they're going to get sacked. You know what I mean? So okay, fair enough. There's some things off the field that are going to make a negative impact. And maybe that is a little bit harsh, but I don't know anything about the personal life of Marcus Rashford from that point of view. But if that is the case, man the fuck up. You know what I mean? Oh dear. Hey there, Simple Jack. What's going on, bro? Thank you, mate. He says, smash the like and subscribe. Yes, indeed, sir. If you're new, guys, please do us a massive favor and drop a like on this video and hit that subscribe if you're new as well. Nice one. Exactly, Mamacini. Ha! Mamacini's just hit the nail on his head. On not his head, but hit the nail on the head. Which is, Ronaldo lost the son and still turned up the next bloody game. You know what I mean? Like, talk about off-the-field problems. You know what I mean? Let's be realistic about this. Like, it's your job to come up and play for Manchester United. It's an honour and a privilege, really. So, we got an update here from Rush Mano, sent us some information in here. Thank you very, very much. Oh no, was he doing a Mikel Arteta impression when she split up with him? Do you know what I'm saying, guys? Or not? Mikel Arteta impression? You know what I'm saying? Oh no. He's crying, bless him. He's trying, bless him, after that Spurs battering. Oh. Anyway. Okay, so Rush Mano, thank you for sending me the live updates throughout the show. Let's see what else has come in here. Right, nice. Another source coming out suggesting that Manchester United, Frankie Jong will join Manchester United if they offer the right price. Barcelona are in debt, and he's by no means their number one player. A deal is very possible. Excellent, excellent stuff. Nice. Just more information coming out. Nice, more reports. Declan Rice has rejected West Ham's offer of an 8-year deal worth 83 million. But the club are determined to keep the midfielder. So you know how we reported on, or we discussed that there was some noise about Declan Rice being offered an 8-year deal at West Ham? Apparently, he has rejected it. Why would you sign an 8-year contract? This is just West Ham trying to be tight, isn't it? Just West Ham trying to be tight, as in try and like, sign him down to a long-term deal, like some sort of slumlord or something. I don't know. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to lock him down. They think, okay, for the first 4 years, 200,000 is not that cheap, but in 5 years' time. So anyway, but whatever. I think he should never sign a deal for 8 years. That'd be absolutely ridiculous. 8 years is a long time, like Whisper. Yeah, I mean, he's going to want to leave at some point in a couple of seasons' time, or maybe renegotiate. Who knows what's going to go on with the economy? How's he going to manage on £200,000 a week in 8 years' time, guys? You know, these are things you got to think about. Oh dear. Okay, so West Ham, yeah, you know, they're in for a couple of people this summer as well. They might go and get Lingy, possibly not. Who knows? Right, couple of bits of information I got in regards to other players. Then we will get into the live chat, guys. But Manchester United, Gonçalo Inácio, Sporting's centre-back. There's talks that we're going after him. 20 years of age, Portuguese starlet, primarily a centre-back who also turns out a left-back for him sometimes. Don't know much about him. I think Newcastle United are also interested in him. He's supposed to have a release clause for 38 million, and he could be available for less than that. So take it with a pinch of salt, but developments could happen soon in regards to him moving to a Premier League team. Man United are thought to be preparing an offer to bring in this guy, but again, more transfer speculation, more transfer bullshit probably. There's just so many players linked to Man United right now. It's just hard to know which ones are absolutely, absolutely spot on. Even this Dion one has some doubts and some doubters who are saying that he's not even interested in joining Manchester United because we don't have Champions League football. So just remains to be seen, guys, who's going to end up coming. But if you believe the press, if you believe all of the links that are being made, we would have about 20 signings this summer. So we can't sign all of them. We can't sign Pau Torres and Timber and this guy Inácio at centre back. We can't sign Tielemans and Ruben Neves and Kamara and De Jong in the midfield. We can't sign Nunes and Nkunku and Harry Kane and all these guys up top. So there's gonna be some players that we'll be able to negotiate with. There'll be some players that we push over. Most of them are not going to go through at all. So we're just playing the waiting game, seeing what United can muster. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. But I hope that we don't make this face when we get to the end of the transfer window, guys. I really do, because that would that would be terrible. I hope that we're not pulling this face when we get to the end of the transfer window, guys. Hashtag Arsenholans. Anyway. Oh dear. That's right, Mamacini. Pogba has replaced himself with those joke performances. Hey, we got 181 legends in it. I'm going to get into the live chat now, but just quickly before I do, if you're just joining the stream, let me give you a rundown of what we've discussed. We've discussed Arsenholans getting battered up 3-0 by Spuds, which was great to see. We've discussed the possibility of Lewandowski going to Barcelona. They're prepared to offer him a 3-year deal, and this is going to have a knock-on effect with maybe Manchester United, who we can sign if De Jong would be, then Barcelona would be interested in selling De Jong. That would be good. 129 likes. Thank you everyone for dropping a thumbs up on the video. Lewandowski, that's what we discussed also. We've got a new assistant come in essentially as well, because Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that Mitchell van der Gaag has reached full agreement to join Manchester United coaching staff with Erik ten Hag. It's just a matter of time to finalise the contract. Steve Mclaren also has chances to join Ten Hag's staff in the coming weeks as expected. And also, in regards to the staff, we have an update on Steve Mclaren, which is he's definitely joining Manchester United coaching staff. Erik ten Hag made it clear that he wanted him, so it would be a major shock and a bad sign if it didn't happen. That's from Jason Burt from The Telegraph. So, you know, looks like Steve Mclaren, looks like Mitchell van der Gaag are coming in to assist Ten Hag, and that's going to be the start, at least, of the coaching setup for him. Ronaldo Player of the Month as well. What a goat. And Christian Falk just confirming that Lewandowski's made his decision to not stay at Bayern Munich, guys. That's basically the news. I'm going to get into the live chat very quickly. Also, one quick topic's coming here that Amad Diallo, it's possible that he could be signing up, or not signing up, but it's possible that he could return out on loan next season to Rangers. Personally, don't think that would be a good idea for us. I think we should try and keep hold of him and use him in the squad. We've paid 40 million for that guy. Why don't we use him? Okay, I'm going to get into the chat, guys. Have your say for a few minutes. Thank you, everyone who's in here. Thank you, Rushy. What happened against the Spuds? Scouser says, Mccarron, so it's 3-0. Oh, you're talking to somebody else, right? Sky Sports, the Piggo says Night Whisper. Thank you very much. The Goat, the Boss says Night Whisper. Goat emojis from El Professor there. The board is making some proper managerial moves. Yeah, it's nice to see, actually, Asher Katana. That's it. We need to get the staff in. You also need to get the right players in quickly in this window more than ever because we need time. Hey, the United Tactical Talk. Time for Erik ten Hag to work with these players. We signed Haaland cheaper than the fridge, says Man City for Life. Well, you did. You have signed Haaland cheaper than the fridge, but is it truly cheaper than the fridge, though? Because there is a lot of fees behind the scenes as well in regards to City signing Haaland. Plus, you know, let's face it, doesn't really mean anything, does it, if City spend 100 million on Greenish or 50 million on Haaland? You're still just a bunch of fucking financial fair play dodging melts who bring the game into disrepute, lad. But there you go. But anyway, who, if any, out of the youth team would you bring into the main team from an outsider? Hannibal? Yeah, Assassin Mike. Hannibal Medjbury would be a great addition. I would say him. So I think 5 players could be brought into the first team. And when I say first team, I don't mean starting first every single week. I mean they're in the squad, they're getting rotated, they're getting some game times, they're coming on for a few precious minutes here and there. They're playing against the lower teams, they're playing in the League Cup, they're playing in the Europa League group stage. And I would choose 5. I think we could bring as many as 5 through to do a job in the squad. The 5 I would bring through next season or play. Medjbury's one of them. Garnacho, even though he's 17, would probably be one of them. I would say that Mengi might be one of them, just to be a backup centre-back. And also, Garner would be another one, Jimmy Garner at Notts Forest. Then you've got a couple of other youngsters like Amad Diallo, who we paid £40 million for. Surely he should be given some game time and opportunities this season. Otherwise, what the hell is the point of spending all this money on the guy? And then also, equally, you've got, Elanga over on the other side, who I still count as a youth player because he's only 19. He is in the first team this year, but depends on what Ten Hag wants to do with him. So Elanga as well. So that's 5 or 6 players. Those are probably the best ones. Asher Katana says Alejandro Garnacho. How much do you think Dion is worth? I think about 60 million, Tosic A219 personally. Night Whisper says young blood is good, so it's looking good, Pig. Absolutely, Night Whisper. You need to have that good balance. We need to have a new injection of youthful players into the squad. Absolutely, because there's just too many old heads like Matic, Mata, all these guys stinking up the gaff. No disrespect to them, but they've been great players, but it's time to move on and get a new crop in. We could recall Twanzebe, we could Denzel, but I mean, he's 24, 25. Is he ever really going to reach the heights that we need him to? Would he not have done it by now? Would he not have broke through by now? I don't know. I've got my doubts about Twanzebe. I think he's a better option than some of the shite we got at the back at the moment, but I still think I've got my doubts about him personally. Chris Koo says, that's it. Tell it like it is, Pig. City fans in here giving it large. Wouldn't it be great? Mate, City fans giving it large, man. I saw yesterday or coming up or whenever it was. In 2008, you lost 8-1 to Middlesbrough. It's just because since, like, was it 2009 you got bought or 2010? Since then, you just had over £1 bajillion bumped in. Probably more than that. It's just that's what they've officially put through the books. A bunch of proper fucking dodgy bastards, tax evading, fucking money laundering toss pieces. Wouldn't surprise me at all if there was other dodgy shit going on behind the scenes. So, yeah, Got no respect for that football club whatsoever. They're just a new money club who've bought their success in a short spell. And just like Chelsea with their owner who's just had to go, dirty money making the success for them. And as soon as that dirty money goes, they'll probably fall off a cliff and bottle job it again. Simple as that. Small club, small mentality, small fans, just big bank account. Go fuck yourself, City. Anyway, Joe Hugel potentially says Rajat, Mesbury, Garnacho, Fernandes, Ahmad and McNeil. Oh, yeah, good shouts there. Ethan Laird's a great shout, Last Avenger. Yeah, and Dylan Levitt as well. These are also good shouts too. Yeah, we did lose to MK Dons 5 years ago. There's always an upset. There's always an upset there, isn't it? We didn't lose 8-1, though, to Middlesbrough, son. You know, I'm just saying, Man City are and that was in the Cup anyway when we lost to MK Dons playing a different team, mate. You know, what are we on about? Ethan Galbraith says, Last Avenger. Man City Fly says, remember Kevin De Bruyne destroyed you. That's funny, Man City. You must probably be about 2 years old, or maybe you've only just started supporting Manchester City, mate. Because that's just happened recently, my friend. Do you remember that time Wayne Rooney fucked you, mate? You remember that time Mclaren comes on, pumped you over after Craig Bellamy got that free equaliser just to pull your pants down, son? You remember that? You got short memory, my son, even though you're fucking 2 years old. Either way, shut the hell up. Thank you, Rushy67RR. I mean, who's had the best? Who's had the best of the best over the years? City or Manchester United? Is Manchester United red or is Manchester United? Or is Manchester blue? Is Manchester red or is Manchester blue? It's obviously fucking red. We got all the Premier League trophy records. We got all the First Division records. We got all the Champions League trophies. You haven't even got a Champions League, you bullshit Etihad melts. We haven't even got a fucking Champions League trophy, mate. Baldy Pep spent over £1 billion, still can't get his grubby little mitts on that one, son. You're a disgrace and a nonsense, and Roy Keane would be slapping our finger Haaland if he was still in the side today, my son. Erling Haaland as well, like father, like son, bitch. So, you know, just saying, yes, things change, times have changed. The only reason times have changed is because Man City has spent so much fucking dirty money, they've ruined the whole game for everybody else. Enjoy your shit club that doesn't mean anything. Your fucking paper bullshit championship, mate. Nice one. Enjoy. Haven't earned it, my son. Haven't earned it. You're a disgrace, lad. You're a disgrace. Right. Anyway, let's get back into the chat. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. So, yeah, basically that's it, guys. You know, new staff come in, blah, 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 blah. Lewandowski possibly going to Barca. Ronaldo player of the month. Let's talk about it. Get your thoughts and opinions in. Dion to Manchester United. All the rest of it. Have your say. Now's the time. Do drop a thumbs up on this video if you haven't. It's free. Give us a boost up there, actually. Help us compete with the clickbait merchants, the charlatans, the shithouses, and the corporation channels by smashing that like button and dropping a good thumbs up on it. Nice one. Football Brownie says Cardiff have been linked with the youngster Levitt, says Football Brownie. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Well, I could see him going out on loan or something, but I don't know if we'd let him. He seems like a good talent. I don't know if we'd let him go. I think maybe we could loan him out. Get in there, Primot. What's going on? Sub to Flying Pig says 16 years support. I've earned it, mate. Oh, you've earned it, have you, Sub to Flying Pig United City Scummer, for supporting them for 16 years? 16 years, you say? Oh, okay, right. Okay, well, that's well, was that around the time when the fucking money came in? Thank you, 0793. Anyway, De Jong, Donny and Bruno midfield, says Assassin Mike. Yeah, that sounds pretty potent, lad. I like your style on that one. Yeah, it sounds nice. Definitely that Dutch connection does make sense. Donny van der Beek, people forget about Donny. He's going to be like a new signing, hopefully, under Ten Hag. Oil can't buy the UCL, says the sports betting. Absolutely, there's two things money can't buy. It can't buy you love. And it also can't buy you the Champions League trophy, my son, even if you're Pep Fraudiola. Ronnie United, man, thank you so much for your super chat here, buddy. Sent a £5 super chat in. Sue, let's get a Sue in there. Thank you, 0793 for you, Don. Lucas, what's good, man? Hey, no worries, man, no worries. Oh, you got FIFA, brilliant, man. Ronnie, thank you, Ronnie, for sending us a super chat, mate. Appreciate that. He says, we will be back. City will never reach our level. Factos. Great comment there, Ronnie United. I agree, mate. I agree. The wheels will fall off before they've got the time and longevity to match the records and the accolades that Manchester United have got within English football. We've got 20 top-flight league titles, guys. 20. Count them up. 13 Premier League titles in the modern Premier League era. Compare that to fucking Liverpool's Uno, which is the same as Leicester and Blackburn, compare it to City, God knows what it is now, 5 or 6 or something, it's still fucking shitloads more. You know what I mean? Like, Manchester United in the modern era is the daddy, and everyone needs to recognise. I agree there, Ronnie. Look, okay, we're not in a good spell right now, but we'll be back. We will be back. And what is so key about this football club is the support is mad from the fan base. It's got the best support in the world, in my opinion. And City cannot match Manchester United support. Our fan base, they just can't match the passion. They can't match it. They don't have the same. Could they fill out 73,000 for an under-18s Youth Cup final like we did the other night? Fuck knows the answer to that, my friend. Bloody hell, you get more chance of them filling out the empty hat if they had a bloody Pep Guardiola getting waxed competition or something. You know, like, they just haven't got the support that Manchester United do, unfortunately. There you go. Mamasini, thank you so much. As money can buy super chat. Shut up. GGMU. Sue. Hey, thank you so much, Mamasini, for the super chat there, dude. Nice one. It can indeed. Yeah, don't live in the past, we're crap today. Nah. That's a bullshit statement, Mark Harris, mate. Yeah, we are crap today, but history and these traditions and these recent modern times as well, they do mean something. It was only a few years ago we're winning major trophies, and with Mourinho here, it's just been a bad few years. It's been a really bad few years. We can get back on track. We're still the biggest club in England. I don't care what anybody says. Okay, Liverpool right now, they might be the best. Man City might be the best, but they're not the biggest. Manchester United's the biggest. Manchester United's got the most Premier League, the most English top 5 titles. We are the biggest. So that does matter. But I hear what you're saying. We've got to look to the future. Let's not dwell on the past. KM says, Little City. Hey there, KM1365. Thank you so much for your super chat there, my friend. I appreciate that. Nice one, KM. It just says Little City. There you go. KM, thank you for your Gash Sky Blue super chat there. Rushmano says, City have 24 fans turn up for the Greenish unveiling and 7 of them are cleaners, says Rushmano. Yeah, it's so good to see Arsenal buttle it, Ronnie Dodge. Hey there, Sin Games. What's going on, mate? How's you tonight? What a legend. Hey, we've just smashed 150 likes on the stream. Thanks, everyone, for dropping that like on the vid. Hey there, Trix FM. What's going on, man? Size matters, peeps, says Chris Koo. Without Pogba tanking the team, we might have a chance to the top 3, says Richard Rojas. Good shout. There you go. Too many underperformers, too many passengers, too many people who let us down. If we replace those players with good players, we will be back sooner than people think. If Ten Hag can have 2 or 3 successful transfer windows, we could be back. We really could be back. But it's going to be hard to dislodge Pep and Klopp. But Man United could be back to doing what Man United need to be doing in 2 or 3 transfer windows. So give it a year to 18 months. I believe we will be back, baby. Hey there, Night Owl. How you doing there? Thank you for the $4.99 super chats. Any news on Ratcliffe buying United? No more news, unfortunately, Night Owl. That I've heard anyway. I don't know, mate. I mean, it would be nice to think that somebody who's got some sort of passion to invest in Manchester United would want to buy the club. I don't see the Glazers wanting to sell unless they can generate £4 or £5 billion for it, which they probably could. But I haven't heard any more revelations about those rumours that were going around, and that's all they really were, Night Owl, in my opinion. Because I don't think the Glazers want to sell. They've got such a situation with milking money out of this football club, and it's just such an expensive asset to keep hold of. Like, do they really have a need to sell it? I don't think that they do. It'll be great for us. I really hope that they do. You've seen, I think Joel Glazer, or one of them, has been selling off stocks and things recently as well. So it does beg the question whether or not they're trying to maybe think about starting to sell the operation, which would be brilliant for us, really would be. So I hope so, Night Owl, but I haven't heard any more news about it just yet, boss. Hey, Berber, what's going on, lad? Welcome in. This is Dimitar Berbatov. One look at City and he said F off. Get in there, my son, you absolute legend. Trix FN, am I on FIFA tonight? I'm not 100% sure, Trix FN, lad. MUFC fan says, any FIFA tonight? I'm not 100% sure there, MUFC fan, lad. Robert Goodwin, what's going on, my son? What's going on? Pig, a few seasons ago, they turned down $6 billion by the same people who spent $200 million in Newcastle, says Vincent Bullock. $6 billion. They turned down. I don't think that's true, Vincent. I'm going to be honest, because if they turned down $6 billion, then they're bigger fucking idiots than I thought they were. Because fucking hell, $6 billion that's way over the odds. In all fairness, like, don't think that they could get $6 billion for it. So if they were offered that years ago, I'm speculative about that comment there, Vincent. Can I be honest, mate? Football Brandon says, Pig, do you know you are the only thing that's more entertaining than the Wagata Christie trial? It's why have they started calling it the Wagatha Christie trial? Is that what it is? That whole Colleen Nolan, Rebecca Varney thing. I tell you what, it's funny though. I saw that that artist's rendition of Wayne Rooney sitting next to Colleen in the dock or whatever, and it looked like Phil Mitchell. It looked like Phil Mitchell. I've always thought he looks a little bit like Phil Mitchell. When you see an artist's rendition of Wayne Rooney, it literally is Phil Mitchell. Hey, it's Chopper, lad. Chopper. Thank you so much, Chopper, for the 3-month membership of the Gammon Gang, guys. That is the top tier, Big Daddy, Big Billy, Big Bollocks tier, my son. Come on. Everybody, please take a moment to appreciate Mr. Chopper here, getting in here raw and supporting this show for 3 months as a top tier member. What an absolute legend. Thank you very much, dude. He says, being a Man City fan should be recognised by the Health Minister of the UK as a disability. Great Pig, you legend and fellow legends. Been 3 months. Great fun, great people, and enjoyed every minute. Cheers, Pig and legends, mate. Great to have you on board here, even if you are a scummer, Liverpool scummer. But hey, Chopper, thank you so much for getting in here from Australia, mate. Getting it down under. Really appreciate that. One absolute gentleman. Thanks, Big Chopper, lad. Come on, let's get a Chopper emoji in the live chat there for Chopper. Thank you, bud. Kobe comments, thank you very much. Hashtag 3 months for him as well. Kobe says, Frankie de Jong is a versatile midfielder who understands how Ten Hag wants to play. He's a fantastic player. If we get him, I truly believe our football will evolve. Me too, Kobe. And what about Donny? New signing right next to him. They've got an understanding and relationship together. Surely that helps. Having played for Ajax together, having played for the Netherlands team together. These things are valuable. So, yeah, I agree, Kobe. Simon Carey says, Pig, Man City history went bankrupt in early 1900s, bought by the Man United chairman and became a yo-yo club, only to sell their club for oil money. They had nothing but a plastic club. Get in there, Simon Carey, my son, I agree entirely. And as soon as their owners, if they were shipped out, or if their owners had to leave, like the UK government sort of sanctions on Roman Abramovich and all that kind of stuff, if that ever did happen to them, or a similar situation, or they just wanted to get their money out of it, City would go back to being a championship gash team. That's what they were when I was growing up, guys. That's what they were. Okay, they were in the Premier League some seasons, or most of the seasons, in fact, when I was a kid. But sometimes they're in the Championship. They were a bit of a yo-yo gash club. You're right about that, Simon Cowie. I couldn't agree more. Thank you, Sing Games, for the Chopper emoji. Frankie's your favourite player. Nice one, answer. You'd be happy about it, would you? He says, I respect you, watch you a lot, but I support Barca. And I don't want Frankie to leave, and I will have to become a Man U fan. Hey, well, one more aboard the Red Devil Express, my son. Ronnie Dodge has been a member for 6 months. Thank you, Ronnie, for supporting the show for 6 months. Bacon Brigadier, my man. He says, if we get De Jong, our midfield won't be as clumsy. That's it. Quality on the ball, calmness on the ball, ability to play out from the back. That's what we need. I couldn't agree more, Ronnie. That's it. Control. That's the key word here. We need players who can control the game, who can control the ball, i.e. Mr. Paul Scholes or someone. Kate Cadet says, fuck Donny, get him gone. Again, give him a chance, in my opinion. We haven't seen the best from Donny yet. It's easy to sack him off and cast him off without even giving him a chance. Ten Hag's not going to sack him off, just so you know, Kate Cadet. So you better get used to Donny this season, because I think he will want to give him a chance. City's the best team in the world, says Man City for life. Really? Because you're not even the best team in Europe, mate. You know what I mean? You've never, ever in your 100 plus year history ever won the fucking European Cup, son. And you say you're the best team in the world. Surely to be the best team in the world, you've got to at least be the best team in Europe first, twat. Oh dear. Arn says, I like Ten Hag because my main team is Ajax, says Arn. Robert Cummins says, Piggy, you really have helped my mental health. I watch your videos every day and it puts a smile on my face. Oh, thank you, Robert Goodwin. Love comments like that, mate. Can we get a big love heart in there for Robert? Glad that these videos help you, my man. You know you're always welcome in here, my son. Thank you very much. Donny can do great things for United. I agree, Richard. We need someone better than Bruno. He has been awful this season, says Mark Coffin. No chance league, says Tosic. City, the Spanish motor, says Rushy. Man City can only win one trophy this season. Remember that, says Gary. Van der Beek couldn't even get in the Everton team, says Alex Walker. Samiassi. It's Samiassi. What great timing. Impeccable timing. Samiassi says, game over. Samiassi, what's going on, man? Thank you for your £2 super chat. Oh, Arsenal and Zane. Arsenal Hollands have shattered the bed, lad. Sorry to hear it, bro. Arteta out, says Amy Essie. Are you for real? Arteta in for sure, mate. This is Arsenal fans right now tonight, guys. This is Arsenal fans tonight. Why don't you have a little cry about it? Oh, dear. Oh, Arteta out, my son. Arteta in. Yeah, that's hilarious. I really do think Ronnie will stay and help in the rebuild with his influence, top-level work ethics, and desire to win trophies. I think so too. I do think so too, Mama CD. Purple Bunny says, Rebecca Vardy said arguing with Kalina is like arguing with a pigeon. You can tell if you can tell it that you're right and it is wrong, but it's still going to shit in your hair. Lewis says, any FIFA tonight, Pig? Not so sure yet, actually, bud. Maybe. Right, hang on. Let me just have a look at any updates that have come in. Wait a sec. Arteta, this is Antonio Conte's comments. It's just getting worse for Arsenal here. Antonio Conte's comments after the game. He said this about Arteta. He said, Arteta, he complains a lot. He needs to be more focused on his team and not to complain. Putting the dig in there after the game. Nice one there, Antonio Conte. Living up to his name as a proper cunt. Love to see it. Love to see it. Okay, right. Just a couple more minutes. I'm going to stick in the live chat, guys, and I'm going to have to wrap it up. But what a bunch of legends you are. Thanks, everyone who's in here. Drop that like. We've got 162. Only 7 away from 169, dudes. Drop a subscribe if you're new and get yourself in the chat. What a baby, says Mark Coffin. We'll still hire, says Amy Essie. Where you are, we can't deny that, but still, though, you might bottle the top 4, and that'd be hilarious. Spurs have got two much easier games than you have. I think they've got Norwich and Burnley, and you've got Newcastle and Everton. So, hey, look, I actually think that Arsenal are going to bottle it, Zane. Oh, Daria says, Jong is the player you need, but hopefully the player you don't get. Just because I'm a Barca fan. Fair play to you, Daria. Well, it remains to be seen whether we can get him or not, but hopefully we do. He is a good player. Man United Hodge, what's going on, bro? Says, any FIFA in tonight? Not too sure, actually, bro. Okay, Vince, I'll have a look after the show, my friend, no problem. Johnny M says, excellent stream tonight. Thank you, Johnny M, dude. If Arsenal bottles it, says Kingslayer. I know. Can't wait. But I bet Donny will flop next season. I know you do, Jonathan, because you've got a personal vendetta against him, my son. That's it. I mean, I want to know, Jonathan Gallagher. Did Donny van de Beek ever shag your mum or something? Honestly, I want to know, Jonathan. Did he? Because that would make sense. Because you seem to fucking hate Donny van de Beek, mate. You don't even want to give him a little wee chance, dude. He didn't really have a chance last season, did he? Conte is temperamental himself, Sir Robin. You could do a meme competition on the Discord using that Arteta photo. Oh, that's a great shout. Caption competition. Newcastle and Everton will beat you, says Rajat. FIFA tonight, I just woke up, need the Pig Brigade for company, says Mccarron. Okay, well, we'll see. Gary says, Pig, if we did get Dion, would you be happy about that signing? 100%, Gary, yeah. We need to improve our midfield, get some proper quality players in. Kate Cadet says, read my comment, Joe. Where is that one? Remember, Piggy, Van der Bleek, those were your words, not mine. Yeah, Van der Bleek, mate. Van der Bleek definitely has had some Van der Bleek performances. Don't personally think it's necessarily his fault, though. I also don't think he ever set the world alight and did anything that noteworthy for us. But look at his minutes that he had on the pitch this season for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer when he was here. Barely any minutes at all. Barely getting any opportunities. Hey, Manny Flacky, what's going on, my son? He thinks De Jong won't save Man United. Well, no, not De Jong alone. We do need a whole bunch of other players, and I think the biggest person who's going to save United is going to be, Ten Hag, really. It's about changing this team, isn't it? And getting the gash out and getting the good players in. So one player won't change anything. I agree with that, Manny. Manny, how you doing, you handsome bastard? He says, Arsenal bottle job. AK says, sell Hendo, Shaw, Jones, Maguire, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, McTominay. Yeah, generate some cash. De Jong or Rice? Well, I probably would rather De Jong for the cash, definitely. I mean, Rice is going to be double the money at least. So definitely would rather De Jong for the cash because we can strengthen other areas of the team. Jonathan says, Pig, what has Donny done for Everton? Saved them from relegation, Jonathan Gallagher, mate. Adam Punch says, hi, mate, you okay? What central mid and CDM would you take? So I would like to see us go for... I would like to see us sign De Jong and Tielemans. I would have a mangasm if we could do that. Hey, what's up there, Shabbadeep Gush Dashgupta? Good to see you back in here. We need to back Ten Hag through thick and thin, all the way. Agreed, mate. Agreed. Give him time. Give him a good couple of seasons, at least, to get this going in the right direction. Jeremy McCarthy says, hey, Pig Brother, Guna here, and just watched us capitulate in the North London derby. Why does Son waste his career there? It's nuts. No idea. He's got sheer loyalty, mate. Fair play to him, but I agree. He is wasting his career there. He needs to go somewhere where he can actually win some trophies. He's good enough, isn't he? Same goes for Harry Kane. I think Kane's leaving in the summer, but Son should go with him, really. But Son, I don't think, is going to go. He seems to really have some sort of crazy loyalty and love for Spurs, weirdly. Man United Hodge, thank you for your $2 Aussie dollar super chat, mate. He says, who's getting relegated? Everton, Burnley, or Leeds? I do think it's going to be Leeds. I do think it's going to be Leeds, guys. I look at their goal difference. That tells a story. I look at, I just think Leeds are going to shart it for the last couple of games. I think it's going to be them. So I'm going to go Leeds, but I haven't really looked at their run-ins. Let's just do that now, actually, very quickly. Just interesting to see. So who are Leeds playing the last 3 games? They've got the last 2 games. They've got Brighton, which is a tough game. Okay, Leeds are at home, but Brighton are a good team at the moment. Brentford away, that's a tough game for Leeds. It's a tough game for Leeds, really. The only good thing about those 2 teams that they're playing there is that they don't really have anything necessarily to play for there. So, that is obviously good for them. Then you look at Burnley's run-in. They've got Villa away and Newcastle at home. Also, very tough games for Burnley. They could get relegated too, definitely. Everton are safe, in my opinion, because Everton are safe, in my opinion, although they do have a few tough games. They've got Brentford, Crystal Palace, and Arsenal, but I think Everton will stay up. So I'm going for Leeds to get ready. Don't know about you guys, but I'm going for Leeds. Love the cracking here. Nice one, William. Really great to have you aboard. Right, just going to read a couple more comments out, then we're going to have to wrap this puppy up. But it's great to have you all in here. What a fun stream we've had tonight. And hopefully good news on the horizon about De Jong to United. We'll keep you posted with all what's going on. Leeds are going down, 100% says Cake. You would buy Son from Tottenham, Rashford plus 40 million. Hey, good shout, AK. Interesting idea. Where is Zaynat, says Manny. He did pass through Manny Souflaki and then he proceeded to quickly leave. I have seen United's goal difference, Cake and 8. Yeah, goal difference is a big indicator to me of how good a team is. Honestly, I believe it really is. It doesn't always tell a story, but, I mean, even if you were to go a whole season just win every game 1-0, you're going to have a plus 38 goal difference, whereas United's right now is 1. So it does tell a massive story. I mean, Man City's goal difference is plus 72. Liverpool's is plus 65. Think about that. Ours is 1. you know what I'm saying? So it completely does, not completely, but it does indicate quite largely how a team is doing their goal difference. So Leeds' goal difference is way worse than anybody else's who could get relegated. You remember Albion slapping them 4-1, says 0793. Would I take James Ward-Prowse at United, says Alan Partridge? I mean, I think we need to aim higher, but he is a good player. He's industrious. I love his free kicks, love his set pieces and stuff, but nah. I'd sign Ericsson as a free option. I'd also sign a more, like I would sign Dion to play that more deeper role for us, or maybe even Ruben Neves. Thank you, Rush Mono says we got 172 likes on the stream. That's bloody awesome. Thank you, everyone, for dropping that like on it. Do smash the like and subscribe if you're new. What's a lead, says Assassin Mike. It's a swear word, mate. It's a swear word in the English language. If you say I'm having a dirty Leeds, it means you're having a big old poo-poo, my son. Usually a steamy one with pieces of sweet corn in it. Sorry, guys for the visual there. Oh, no. Anyway, okay, I am going to finish this stream there, guys, but thank you, everybody, for tuning in. You're a bunch of legends. Jonathan Gallagher says, we are too easy to beat, Pig. We are too easy to beat right now, Jonathan Gallagher, my son. We just got dropped up 4-0 by Brighton. Guess what, though, Jonathan Gallagher? New era, new manager, new coach, hopefully new players. Hopefully the idea is we're not going to be too easy to beat next season, my son, or in a year's time. You've got to start building. You've got to start progressing. You've got to get on the right track. We're not going to be the same side next season as we are right now, Jonathan. That's what's the beauty of this game. Times change, cycles go round, and that's how it's going to be. Manchester United will be back soon enough, mate. Soon enough. Don't you worry. We will be back. Pig, we will see or release Jones, Mata, Cavani, Matic, Martial, Chong, Grant, Pogba, Lingard, Bailly. Yeah, somewhere. I think you're probably right, actually, Simon. Most of those players will probably get sacked off. I've just liked Pig. I make you sweat. Well, thank you for leaving a like on the vid, mate. If you could leave a like at the start of the video next time, Vincent, that would boost us up there and actually help us. Thank you very much. Gary Finnegan, no, it does still help. Thank you for leaving a like, you legend. And everybody else, drop a like before you go. Smash the subscribe if you're new. Follow us on social media at Flying Pig United on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Kingslayer, Robin, Assassin Mike, Rushmano, Richard Rojas, Kate Cadet, Marky Coughlin, Chris Koo, and everybody else. I mean, I might do a FIFA tonight, guys. I also might not, because I'm feeling a little bit gash and really, really tired, and I've had awful, awful sleep. So we shall see, but please do keep a lookout, and you never know. Bye, Simon Cowie, Richard Rojas, Rushmano, Ulf, Cake, Fire Up, Rajat, Tosic, Charles Baker, Chris Koo, Wiggy, Kingslayer, Sing Games, Rushmano, absolute legends. Have a great night, guys. Do come back after this video is finished and get your thoughts and opinions in about, about Ten Hag, about any of the players we discussed going out, Dion, and everybody else as well. Thank you, Kingslayer, 21 Nick P, Rajat, Fire Up, Assassin Mike, Richard, Rajat, Vincent, and all the rest of you legends. Thank you very much for joining, and I'll see you on the next one. Stay classy, guys, and come on, United, sort your bloody lives out now. The Ten Hag era is soon to begin. Let's be having you. See you on the next one, guys. Take it easy. Suey.